Is there a ghost in your relationship? Have you experienced a haunting? Is a zombie from your past dating life suddenly appearing at your door and getting in the way of your current relationship? It seems that with these new dating opportunities literally overflowing, this has brought recent trends and a bunch of new dating terms. This includes ghosting, haunting, zombieing, future faking, and love bombing. So why does dating seem to have become so complicated? And we need to learn a whole new vocab just to keep on top of it.
I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.
Hi, Patrick here. We have invented a new vocab, mostly to cover all the things that could go wrong in the dating scene. Today, I will do my best to help you and I make sense of a multitude of ways that new love interests can disappoint you. So let's dive in with ghosting. So ghosting is when someone you maybe went on a couple of dates with just disappears. They vanish. Perhaps you went out on a few dates, the movies for a bite to eat, messaging each other on the deep and meaningfuls, and then they just never text or message you again. You are then left in the abyss of unknowing. What the hell's happened? Are they okay? Is there something so wrong with me that not only are they not interested, but they don't even bother to tell me that they're not interested? It leaves us with so many unanswered questions. Well, you have been ghosted. And the next one, haunting. Definitely a supernatural theme to this term. This involves someone being an abstract presence in your life through the form of viewing your stories on social media, maybe liking your posts, but never having a direct interaction with you. Now, a simple response to this is just to block the person on social media, right? If you don't want to hear from them, just block them. If you don't want to see their name appearing up on everything you do, block them. If you're interested in the person and don't want to block them, try not to read too much into the fact that they're checking out your stories, as it's doubtful that this is a first step towards an actual date. The haunter likes to lurk on your social media pages and make their presence known, but doesn't want anything more than just, well, checking you out to develop. And in keeping with this theme, the next one is zombieing. That person who ghosted you weeks ago, who you kind of hoped had died, they're back and haunting your DMs. Someone that seems to come back from the dead, maybe they text you out of the blue saying, "Hi, I've been thinking about you," or I missed you. This can be a hard one to get your head around. What do? Message them back or just ignore them? The person doing the zombieing usually feels lonely. Maybe they need validation. They want to check that you're still there. They want to check that the door is still open if they wish to step through it. They often come back to you after having disappeared for a long time, and you have to see that for what it is. So please be aware, as a zombie may move to ghosting again just as quickly as they did before. Next is future faking, and this is when a person lies or promises something about your possible future to get what they want in the here and now. The problem with this is twofold. It's nearly impossible to tell until after the fact whether the person was a narcissist or was lying to manipulate or emotionally unavailable to you, and it's just that they fell hard for you but later realized that they made a mistake. The behaviors are so difficult to pull apart. So if we think of this in terms of going for a job interview, you're never going to get a job by telling your interviewer that you hated your last company, that you have no work ethic, and that you see this job as a stepping stone to something greater. You have to give the right answers to get that job. And that's what future fakers can learn to do. They promise you the world. They sound too good to be true. They know the perfect answers to your questions. So you need to have your radar on to decipher the real from the fake. So my advice is to go slow and work this out in time. And lastly, we arrive at love bombing. Love bombing shows a person excessive affection and attention as a way of manipulating them in a relationship. Love bombing is characterized by extreme attention, admiration, and even affection. Maybe making the person feel dependent and obligated. And love bombing feels really good because of the boost of dopamine and endorphins you receive. You feel special, needed, loved, valuable, and worthy, which are all the components that contribute and increase our self-esteem. A good depiction of love bombing can be seen in the Netflix documentary Tinder Swindler.
He said he has threats against him.
Simon Leviev, a supposedly wealthy diamond mogul who travels worldwide, eats the finest restaurants and stays at high-end hotels, is the definition of a love bomber. He showers new Tinder matches with massive flower bouquets, private planes, love, affection, and all the affirmation that they could ever want, right from the beginning. But once he gains their trust, the conning, manipulation, and scheming, it begins. If you haven't seen this yet, give it a watch. It's worth your time. And so we have only just touched the tip of the iceberg of the new dating terms being thrown about. Now there's also terms like orbiting and oystering and whelming, kitten-fishing and slow fading. And the list goes on and on. No doubt next year we'll have a bunch of new ones to learn once again. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the upcoming installments, and share this video with your friends. Please comment below on your favorite modern day dating term and let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you know of any other terms. Bye for now.